Hi, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's episode, we are gonna make a homemade Cinnabon. So now let's get it on. So the first step that we're gonna do here is I have a warm milk over here, and we are gonna mix our dry yeast. So this is about 2.5 tablespoons. So we have to put it right here and mix. We're gonna wait for about 5 minutes for the yeast to activate. For our dough, I already put in about 4 cups of all-purpose flour in the mixer bowl, about 1 teaspoon of salt, half cup of sugar, 2 large eggs, about 1/3 cup of butter. We can now put the attachment. We are now ready to mix all the ingredients, so we're gonna turn this on and we are gonna start in low settings. Now that the yeast has been activated, so we're now gonna put this in our mixture. Just put the yeast and milk slowly. That is a trick here, so we have to put it slowly. We can put the rest of the milk. So after 10 minutes of putting the dough in the mixer, this is what it looks like now. The consistency should be like this, and if you look at it, it's very springy. It comes back right up. So now what we're gonna do is we are gonna put it in a small bowl like this, and we have to rice it. We make sure that this thing goes double in size, okay? See, we're gonna put it in a bigger bowl. In here. The next step would be we have to rice the dough, so we're going to put some oil in the bowl, just a little bit. We just wanted to make sure that the dough won't stick in the bowl, so we're going to spread it. That. Like so, and we're gonna put the dough in here. We're gonna cover the dough, and we have to wait for about half an hour to an hour, and we're gonna check again to see if the dough has doubled in size. While we're waiting for our dough to rise, so we should start making our filling for the cinnamon roll. First, we have about 1.5 cups of brown sugar, or I should say I use light brown sugar. And also we also have about 2.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. So we're just gonna mix it together. I suggest do this little by little. Start mixing it. Let's put the rest. After an hour, your dough should look like this. See, now it's already doubled in size. So when you poke it, it should not come back right out. It's not springy anymore. See? So the next step is we're gonna knead it again. We're gonna flat it and we're gonna start rolling the dough. Okay, so now we are ready to knead the dough. As you can see, I already put flour on my table. So we're gonna start kneading this again for like a few minutes. And we have to start flattening it out. So the reason why I'm doing this is to release more air in from the dough. So now we're going to start to flatten this using our rolling pin. Alright, so we finally finished flattening the dough. That was quite a workout, to be honest. So this is it. So the next step is we're going to spread this 1/3 cup of butter through the whole entire dough. Okay, so we're going to cover this, and then after that we're going to put this mixture of brown sugar and cinnamon. So let's do that. So now we are gonna spread our brown sugar and cinnamon powder. You spread it evenly to the whole entire dough. I can already smell it, guys, to be honest. Wow. So the next step would be we're gonna start rolling this. So we gotta be careful. Make sure it's nice and even when we roll this. Oh, by the way, if you have a walnut, you can actually crush them and you can actually add it over here too as well. Would you look at that? So So now it looks like a log. So we're gonna have to start cutting them now. Okay, so now we're gonna have to start cutting them. So instead of cutting this using a knife, we are gonna use a dental floss. So that way when we cut them, it's gonna be nice and clean. It's not gonna create a dent. Cut number 1. This is probably about 2.5 inches. There we go. This is our first cut. See how nice and clean is the cut? Look at that. It looks like a flower. Alright guys, so we are finally finished rolling them and cutting them. So now we are going to wait for another 15 minutes so it can expand a little bit, let it rest. The technique about the dough is every time you touch it, it needs rest. So while we are resting this dough, we just set our oven to 350 degrees, and right after that we're just going to put it in the oven. So 15 minutes have passed already. Now we are ready to put the Cinnabon in our oven. So we set the oven for about 350 degrees and we are going to bake this for about 20 minutes. Alright, there she goes. I will see you in about 20 minutes. Start the timer. So we have about less than 10 minutes before we take out our Cinnabon in the oven. So now we're gonna make the icing for the Cinnabon. So this is what makes it really good. So right now we have about 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, 1/8 teaspoon of salt, about a teaspoon of vanilla extract, about 5 to 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Oh, there we go. And lastly, 1/4 cup of cream cheese. Okay, so this time we're gonna use our trusty stand mixer again, but this time we have to use the whisk. Alright, so we are done with our icing. I had to change the adapter because the whisk is not working, so this is a lot better of mixing our icing. After 20 minutes, look at that. I don't know guys, if this does not justify it, I don't know what is. But does this look like a store-bought Cinnabon? I don't think so. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna base this with the icing that we made. So this should be soft now. Wow, would you look at that? I haven't tasted the icing yet, but it smells just like the icing from Cinnabon. I know the camera does not capture the smell, but my whole entire kitchen smells just like Cinnabon. So now we're gonna put this back in the oven for about exactly 2 minutes just to melt the buttercream. Alright guys, so it's been a long day. I've been trying to make this Cinnabon since this afternoon, but you know it's Super Bowl, so I have to stop baking or stop making the Cinnabon and then look at the game. But anyway, we are finally here and we are about to taste our homemade copycat Cinnabon. Is it worthy? Let's find out. I like the one with a lot of sauce, or I should say icing. Wow. To be honest guys, this is my first time making this. I really don't bake, I only cook. But honestly, it looks like it has been made from the store or it has been made by a professional. Look at this. Oh my god, it smells just like Cinnabon. It smells just like a store-bought. Let's put some more cream on this one. Time to take a bite. I like it how it leaves a nice crunch on the outside. Wow, it is really good guys. To be honest, in my own opinion, it tastes really close to the Cinnabon, to the original Cinnabon. Wow, I can't believe this. Will I ever make this again? Absolutely. Wow. Mmm, so good. This is perfect with hot coffee, iced coffee, tea, or maybe whatever beverage that you're drinking right now. It's perfect. Wow. Mm. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good day. Bye bye.